show you what is it that you need to prepare for and how that usually works. So first of all, you want a budget plan. You want to assess the cost and make sure that you understand the cost of updating your hardware if needed. Obviously, we said the software, labor, cost, etc. If you have to upgrade your QuickBooks 2015, if that's what you still run, from Windows 11, from Windows 10 to 11, QuickBooks will have to be upgraded also. Keep that in mind. Many other examples like that. Downtime and data transfer, you want to plan for that. This is something that will happen. It's not going to be as complicated usually, but depends on the size of your business and how much downtime you are allowed and can afford to have. Check the software. Sometimes software will be completely different. If you're moving from, let's say, an accounting software or a CRM software that was built 10 years ago, still works fine on Windows 10, the new version is going to be required for Windows 11, but the new interface of that CRM software or billing software or whatever might be completely different. So we want to make sure that you're testing it and you are aware of the limitations of the new software and the layout, etc. Some people will be annoyed with that to the point that they might not even use it. So that is the software compatibility testing. And then we want to make sure that the user experience and the interface are familiarized for your team, because there are some differences. There is a way to make it look like Windows 10 a lot, but move on, suck it up, have your users get used to the new stuff, because what happens if they're going to be making any changes to the computer and Microsoft is going to push an update maybe that will get rid of that customization you did by mistake, or the user has to jump on a new computer temporarily because theirs is frozen, broken, whatever. Now they won't know how to work with it because it's not customized to their look and feel. So my advice is to always adapt to what's coming up for the next few years. We want to make sure you do backup and testing, obviously. So always perform a full backup of your hard drive before you do an operating system upgrade. You can use programs like Macrium or Acronis. There's free trials that you might be able to use with those as well. You want to verify the restoration process, because we always tell our clients and everybody else, backup is one thing, recovery can be completely different. The fact that your backup program shows that it completed successfully does not mean that it actually is going to be doable to restore that backup. So always test the backup software before you consider it working 100% and dependable. So next thing, we're going to test all the critical applications. As I said, QuickBooks, Adobe, or EHR, or DMS, or whatnot. You want to check the driver compatibility for your printers and scanners. There's a lot of devices that are old that you might have that might not be able to work anymore with Windows 11 because of old drivers that your operating system won't support anymore. Keep in mind another little note here, that a lot of printers will probably not, old printers might not work with Windows 11, but if you go to the manufacturer website of the printer and find and install the latest firmware of that printer or scanner or any other peripheral, you might make it compatible with Windows 11. So keep that in mind as well. Next, we're going to talk about the network and the security prep. First of all, you want to make sure that you have the most up-to-date antivirus and EDR that Windows 11 does support. We've had a couple of incidents when we took over a network for a new customer. We started working on the preparation for the upgrade, and we found that the antivirus software that they have will not work on Windows 11, and we cannot afford having that, obviously, without it. So those are two things that you need to look at: the antivirus/EDR, and you want to make sure that you review the firewall and VPN configurations. We did run into some cases where there were old firewalls in the office, and the VPN, virtual private network connection, that those employees are using in order to connect remotely from home to the office, those firewalls were so out of date that the VPN software that they used is not compatible with Windows 11, which is really rare, but it happens. So you want to check that as well, a little check mark for your checklist. And update any group policy templates. If you do have group policies from your domain controller, then your IT person or you should be able to go over those and make sure that those templates are compatible. Some of them won't be. You want to validate your Microsoft 365, OneDrive, and the backup agents that they're all up to date and working. A lot of times people don't take advantage of their OneDrive backup features, for example, which will be very handy if you configure a new computer or recreate a new profile on your system. All of your data from your documents folder, your desktop folder, even your downloads folder, and anything else that you set up to back up with OneDrive will be on the cloud ready for you on the new computer or the new profile. So take advantage of that, validate that it's working correctly. Example of migration plan. So the step is hardware audit on week 1. The MSP is responsible of that. Data backup on week 2, and so on. You can download this presentation, of course, or pause this video and go over that. I don't want to read that to you.